Let's talk about the Saskatchewan Health Authority, as it is apologizing for a lab error that resulted in hundreds of people being told they were infected with COVID-19. Yesterday, we told you the Health Authority was dealing with a number of outbreaks at long-term care homes in Regina, but it turns out many of those test results were false positives. So let's go to Hilary Johnstone, who is tracking the story for us today. So any idea what happened here, Hilary?
Michael, the Health Authority says that it's still trying to sort this out, exactly what went wrong. But all of this started on Monday when 7 care homes in the Regina area went into outbreak mode. So they either had confirmed or suspected outbreaks. An outbreak is when at least 2 cases are confirmed in a home. So a lot of residents, of course, who would have been pretty frightened by that news when you think about what's happened in long-term care homes during some of the earlier waves of the pandemic. But then yesterday, we got word from one of these provincial labs in Regina that there were a number of invalid tests. They said that those invalid tests had taken place between August 18th and August 22nd. As it turns out, of the 255 invalid tests, 206 of those were false positives. And of those 206 false positives, dozens of them, so 54 in total, were from those long-term care homes. So a lot of residents who thought they were positive, in fact, were not. And the Health Authority says it's still working through this. Let's listen.
We take this very seriously and are very concerned and extremely sorry that this has happened. Nobody wants to cause people duress. We have to carry out a root cause analysis. We still have not worked out exactly entirely what has caused this. What extra do we do to ensure this doesn't happen again? So we're actually in the process of doing that.
So Michael's still working through a few things, and of those 206 false positives, like I said, 54 were in long-term care homes. The rest were in the general population in Regina. Officials say they're now working to notify all of those people.
Now, what happened to residents in these homes that was part of the mistake that was caught?
So when they first declared these outbreaks, when they thought that they were in fact outbreaks, they went into isolation. So residents would have been put into isolation, would not have been able to have contact with family members, for example. They've now reversed that since they've detected that this was in fact a mistake, that most of these were false positives. So of those 7 Regina homes, there are still 3 of them that are still considered to be either an outbreak or in a suspected outbreak mode, but the other 4 have been cleared now. So residents are able to kind of go about their day-to-day as they would have before. Family members can once again have contact, and as we heard there, officials are very much apologizing, not just the Health Authority, but also the lab.
Okay, Hilary, thank you for that. Our Hilary Johnstone.